Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Today we are making our final predictions on the Master Day. Because well, I know I made a video like this like a month or two ago, but there hasn't just only last few months there has been a change, there's been a couple of changes that I've been thinking about the Master Day. So in this video I'm gonna cover about 22 who I think want to make the cut for the Master Day, but they are very powerful trainers and can potentially be there. They're not going to the Masters 8, like who I think will be there, and then after that, like great cool matchups for the Masters 8. But honestly, there has been some big change-ups for me over the last month. So let me go over these predictions. Let me go on to who I think will not make the cut. Okay, so I know it's actually weird, but I think Flint is not going to make it into my state in the Master Day. Let me explain this. I honestly think Flint is just a placeholder, because what I think is going to happen is that Flint, at the moment Flint's at 8, so any moment he needs to be knocked down. So what I think is going to happen is that Ash is in 9th right now, like he's literally in 9th. So my prediction is that after he wins his next match, that will knock Flint down out of the Master Day, and Ash will take that slot. So yeah. So Flint, even though he's in the Master Day right now and he is powerful, don't get me wrong, Ash, I think he'll just be knocked down when Ash gets in there. Because I don't think these other 7 slots will change. That 8th slot will go to Ash when he gets in. That's my prediction. So I think Flint is not gonna stay. And then we go over some other trainers that I do not think could stay in the Master, who might not be in the Master Day. The next one I do not think could make the Master Day is Iris. I know a lot of people have been saying that Iris will be in the slot. I don't think she will be. Sydney, because Ash and her have already battled in Journeys and she lost to him. There's a chance she makes it there, but I think it's unlikely, and even if she did make it there, I think she will be down. I think she will be kind of slapped around by like Leon, Cynthia, and Lance and that. So honestly, I don't think Iris would make the cut for the Master Day. But if she was there, it would have been pretty cool. But yeah, honestly, I don't think any Universe characters. Iris is the only Universe character I think that even has a slight bit of a shot at Master Day. No other Universe character I do not think could be Master Day. So the next one I do not think is Master Day is. So the next person I do not think will be Master Day is Brandon, the strongest of the Battle Frontier members. He's definitely if there was a Frontier brain in the Master Day, it would be Brandon, but I think it's unlikely just because the Reggies are coming back later on in Journeys, in like an arc, or like a Project Mu arc, with the other new Reggies, and if he was there, it would have shown him, but obviously, I don't think he'll come back, but it would be really cool if he did, but yeah, honestly, I don't think Brandon will come to the Master Day, but if he did, I would be pretty happy with that, because he's a very powerful trainer. And the last trainer I do not think is Masters 8 is... Yeah, the last member I do not think we know Master 8 is, Tobias. The guy with the dark cry. Yeah, I think he was just made to stop Ash from winning the Sinnoh League, and he is powerful, so I thought I'd bring up an honorable mention, but I just don't see any way that this guy is in the Master Day. Okay, so now let me go over my Masters 8 predictions. So obviously the first prediction is number 1 will be of course the Ash. Like Ash will be there no matter what. I think he'll win his next battle and then get into Master Day, knocking Flint down. So yeah, so Ash will definitely be in the Master Day. Like literally he wants to defeat Leon. So no matter what happens, by the end of Journey, he will be in the Master Day slot. Like, I don't know where he could be first. I don't think I see him being first or second, so most likely first. So yeah, Ash will definitely be in the Master Day. And of course the other characters that'll be in the Master League are... So yeah, of course Leon's gonna be there. Like, he is the strongest in the world right now in Pokemon Journey. So he'll be there. And like, Leon has done work to a lot of his opponents. Like, he defeated Raihan, defeated Lance, defeated Flint. Like, he's shown why he's number one. And the only person I know that will bring him down is Ash. Ash will be the one that brings Leon down in the end. But yeah, honestly, it makes, if Leon's not there, I'll be satisfied. But yeah, Leon will be in one of his slots. The rest of the slots are, of course, slot number 3 is going to be Lance. Like, it's pretty obvious it's going to be Lance because, well, he was the runner-up in the previous year, and he is like the Kanto/Johto champion, so it makes sense for him to be in one of those slots. And well, we haven't seen him battle since Leon. Also, I'd like to make you aware that the current 4 members we have, I think will not leave the Master League, because simply put, every single piece of marketing has the 4 like characters in, like Lance, Leon, and then the other 2 will go in a second. Like, those 4 are always there, but Flint isn't, so that's another reason I think Flint's leaving. But yeah, Lance, I don't think will be leaving. Well, and the next member is of course Champion Cynthia of the Sinnoh. It makes sense for Cynthia to be in that slot because, well, Cynthia is the strongest trainer, one of the strongest trainers ever, and she's made multiple returns to journeys, and she's already confirmed for Master League. But we do not know her rank, but I'm assuming she's top 3. I'm assuming Leon's number 1, Lance is number 2, and Cynthia is number 3. That is the current order I think it is. And yeah, I don't see Cynthia leaving. Like we know how powerful she is in the anime. Like, that Garchomp has destroyed so many lives in the anime. So yeah, that's why Cynthia is my 4th pick. And now number 5 is the very last one we know in the Master League, which is the last member. I think right now that is confirmed is Raihan. Obviously, Raihan and Leon are rivals, and it would make no sense for Raihan to be knocked out of the Master League. Plus, he has been shown in like all those posters. So none of the posters we see at the Master League in every single episode. We see Leon, Cynthia, Lance, and Raihan. I think those 4 are like solids, like, and staying in there no matter what. And a lot of you can say, oh, but why is a gym leader in there? Well, Raihan in the game has even said that he's strong enough to become a champion in another region. So Raihan is already champion level. So I think he's good to stay, and he's powerful as well. So yeah, that is my last confirmed member. Now these last 3 are rumoured, but I honestly think there is a lot of evidence backing these last 3 up for me. So let me go into number 6. Number 6, this is what I'm most confident on, and that is Diantha. And the reason I think Diantha is there is really freaking obvious. First of all, she's showing up, well, I'm not showing up in her, but she's been teased like 2-3 times. She was in the magazine in one episode, in the Dragon episode she was literally on the board with Gardevoir, being promoted, the 4 at the battle. And Dresner was number 12. And so, where's Diantha? She's probably in the Master League. Like, I am 95% sure that Diantha is in the Master League. And she's a powerful trainer, so it would make sense for her to be there. But yeah, honestly, number 6, I 100% think is Diantha. Like, there's too much evidence at this point. Now, number 7 for me is, I think, is Stephen Stone, the Hoenn champion. He's always been one that I've always said that he he should be there because he's the home strongest trainer. And oh, it's Wallace, and here's the thing, Wallace confirmed in episode 105 that he's not competing. But he didn't specifically, he mentioned Steven, but he didn't mention if he, like, because he doesn't know if Steven's competing in the PWC, but he has said he can hold it on against him. And considering he doesn't know, that might be Johnny's indication that he's actually in the Master 8, but they want to keep that hidden for a little bit longer. And it just makes so much sense in terms of the last slot, in terms of the 7th slot, because, well, we know how powerful he is. Like, he helped save Carlos. He has a mega freaking meta growth that almost destroyed Alan's childhood. And not to mention this meta growth toe-to-toe Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Like, I honestly think Steven has to be in the Master 8. Now, the 8th slot is between 2 members, but for me, it's leaning out of one member and more into the other, and I'll explain that now. Alright, so slot number 8 for me is between Alan and Paul. These two are actually 2 strongest rivals. Like, one of these two will be the 8th slot, but I'm going to explain to you why I have to be leaning more towards Alan now than I am Paul. The reason I'm leaning off of Paul a bit now is because we saw him in that little preview for Lake Acuity, and we still don't know whose Garchomp that is, but if that is Paul fighting Ash, then that for me, takes away the possibility that Paul is Master 8. Don't get me wrong, he could still be there as a surprise, but at this moment in time, I'm starting to think it's leaning more towards Alan now, because here's the thing, they had that magazine coming out, right? And it checked off like everyone who has appeared or set to appear, and one of the 2 that was checked off was Alan. Like, Alan was checked off, but he hadn't shown up. So, and plus, we know how powerful he is. I mean, like his Charizard defeated 10 Mega Evolutions in a row. Like, the Charizard defeated 10 Mega Evolutions in a row. He defeated Ashgood Ninja. He went toe-to-toe with Zygarde, Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, Mega Ray Quasar. Like, if he's, honestly, the last slot will be one of these 2. I'm 100% sure the last slot will be one of these 2. And now that I've gone over all of my Masters 8 predictions, I want to go over some of the cool matchups we could get, and I'm not going to go into too these matchups. Obviously, the obvious matchup with Ashley Leon, like, that is a matchup that will guarantee happen. The other matchup I would love to see is Cynthia versus Leon, because we haven't seen Cynthia and Leon clash yet, and I would really love to see how strong Cynthia is. Like, honestly, see if she can actually knock down a few of Leon's Pokemon. So I would love to see, like, Steven and Alan get a rematch if Alan's there. Diantha versus Steven, I think, well, I would love that, because they are both champions. Other matchups we could see are like Ash versus Lance, which will be cool because Ash there, that way Ash is fighting the OG Kanto champion. On top of this, if Paul is there, I would love for him and Ash to have another match. And also Alan to have another match with Ash, but with the Alan match, Greninja has to be involved. No matter what, I think Greninja has to be involved with this battle. I would also love to see Ash fight Cynthia as well. That will be a really cool matchup. We can have Raihan and Leon rematch. I would also love to see how interesting like a Raihan versus Lance match would be. But honestly, yeah, guys, that's it. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, because honestly, this is my final prediction. Like, I'm just gonna wait now until Lesser Journeys reveal the last few members. But if you want one more reminder what the members are, I think it's Ash, Leon, Cynthia, Ryan, Lance, Diantha, Stephen, and the last slot is either Paul or Alan. But anyway, until the next video guys, I'll see you all again very soon.